welcome to the first edition of Jags Talk. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and do a full blown week one preview of all the games and stuff that are going on this weekend. Thank God that football's back. Thank God football's back. Oh my God, it's been some long months. I'm waiting on football to return, but it's back. Obviously, as you guys know, first game happened last night between the Eagles and the Cowboys. It was kind of a weird game. The weather delay really threw me off. Like that 2 hour weather delay was just, that was nuts. But as I predicted, Dallas would lose. I don't think they're going to be good at all this season. They're just not a good team at all. Um, Multiple times, CeeDee Lamb, I don't know what's going on with his hands. He just was dropping stuff. But just like every other team in the NFL, I give them to week four, and then I'll make my predictions for the rest of the season. But um, today we have the Chargers and the Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs are going to end up winning this game. It won't be by much. I would say 24 ish points. No, this is gonna be a this actually no. This is gonna be a high scoring game because both of these teams basically have no defense. So I can see the game being as high as 40 points, as low as 30 points, but it's gonna be a pretty high flying game. As it's well documented, I don't really care for Justin Herbert. I don't think he's a good quarterback at all. He hasn't won anything while he's been in the league. Yes, he stat pads just like Russell Westbrook stat pads in the NBA, but he hasn't done anything. So I don't really too much care for the Chargers like that, but I think the Chiefs will take it. I'm going to go with 35-14. Um, as far as the Bucks and the Falcons go, ooh, that's going to be a tough one. This is going to be a close game. I got like 17-14 on this game, and it'll probably go in the favor, I want to say, of the Falcons. I want to say of the Falcons, but got to see what Michael Penix is going to do. Got to see what the team is going to do as a whole. I could see the Falcons winning this game, but I also could see the Bucks winning this game. I want to see if Baker Mayfield is able to do the same thing he did last year. That's what I'm excited. That game's a toss up for me. It can go either way. Bengals Browns. I think the Bengals crushed the Browns. Um, will they put in Shador Sanders though? Because once the game is already starting to go bad, they might go to who, in my opinion, was their best quarterback throughout the whole preseason. But I digress. He played the best out of Dylan Gabriel. He played better than him. Joe Flacco's going to sleep on the sidelines. Like, come on now. Go ahead and put Shador in, and it'll probably change the trajectory of their season. But as we know, for this first game, they're not going to. So I got the Bengals blowing them out 35-10. Dolphins Colts. I don't believe in Danny Dimes. I don't believe in Anthony Richardson. I really, honestly, don't really believe in Tua either. But I think just naturally, because he's played with the team longer, the camaraderie's there. So I got the Tua Dolphins winning that game. I'm gonna say it won't be that high scoring. It'll probably be like a 20-14, 20-10 type of game. But yeah, I mean, usually the first week of football though, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill do go off. So it's further along in the season where they teeter off. um, Colts Jags, this is easy. Jags can win this game. Jags win this game convincingly. It should be somewhere around like 35-7. I don't I'm not going to say I don't believe in Bryce Young. I don't believe in his offensive line to help him out. Um, and that's going to be an issue when you have one of the top duo groups in the league for our defensive line, and we've only added to the line. I think our biggest hole still is our secondary, but I'm very excited to see what Travis Hunter is going to end up doing in that game. Um, let's see whether they'll let him play both sides. They let him do it in preseason. He's been doing it in camp, so I don't see a reason why to switch the formula. Definitely think he'll probably get more reps on offense than online or to than defense, but I don't know. Hopefully they'll do a 50-50 split. Um, then let's see, Raiders Patriots. I got the Raiders winning the game. Patriots just, I don't know. I believe that Drake May can be a good quarterback. I just don't know that they have enough pieces around him, really, truthfully and honestly. I know they just drafted a great running back. Who is that running back they just drafted? Patriots running backs. Trayvon Henderson, I like him. I think he's going to be good for them, but I don't know if they have enough pieces around him. I think the Raiders have just a tad bit more pieces than the Patriots have. Neither one of these teams really have pieces like that. I can see that game going, I don't know. I actually don't know. That's another toss up game for me. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I do see the Raiders winning the game, pulling it out, maybe by a field goal or something like that. Um, Cardinals Saints. Cardinals are gonna win that game. Saints are in a rebuild time period. The Cardinals ain't really that far behind them, but they're a little bit more established than what the Saints have to offer. So I'm gonna take the Cardinals in the game. It'll be not that high scoring, but you know the Cardinals probably win by 7, maybe 5, something like that. Um, Steelers Jets. Ooh, they put A Rod against his old team first game. I don't believe in Justin Fields. I just don't. I just don't. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think he's tried it in different places. I want him to be a good quarterback, but he's just not. Um, Aaron Rodgers is old. He's not a good quarterback either. This game is going to be completely defensive, to be honest with you. You got the Steelers defense, or the Steelers defense with all the pieces that they have, and then you have the Jets with their defensive back group. I guess you can say they have a few pieces on their defensive line, but I don't see that being a high scoring game at all. I don't believe in either one of the quarterbacks. I don't believe in either one of the offenses either. I think Garrett Wilson for the Jets and DK for they cancel each other out. So unless they have other pieces that are going to work for them, I just don't see it working out. Brees Hall could go off in this game, but then you have the Steelers defensive line. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a defensive game. Um, Giants Commanders. I got the Commanders winning this game very convincingly. Unless now, here's the thing though: the Giants do have a retooled, better offensive line, and the Commanders don't have that great of a line. So that's gonna. They need to keep um, Jaden Daniels upright. If they can't keep Jaden Daniels upright, I could see what they played last year. They won by straight field goals the whole game. So I don't know if they haven't fixed their offensive line issues with Jaden Daniels. I don't know how that game turns out, but given that they were just in the NFC Championship, I can't see them losing to the Giants, who just won 4 games last season. Um, Titans Broncos, definitely the Broncos. I maybe I'm wrong. Cam Ward looks like he could be the real deal for the Titans. I just, again, another team that doesn't have enough pieces around their face of their franchise. Just like the Patriots don't have enough pieces around the face of your franchise. It falls off. He has Calvin Ridley, and that's about it for the whole team. So I don't know, man. I don't see the Titans winning that game. Definitely, the Broncos have a much better defense, much better offense. So I could definitely see the Broncos winning this in convincing fashion, maybe by 21 points, to be honest with you. I just don't see Tennessee being that good this year. Um, San Fran Seahawks. San Fran just got somebody, didn't they? Who's their quarterback? Or not San Fran, but Seahawks. Sam Darnold. That's who it was. Hmm. I don't know, man. Brandon Ayuk's already hurt. Debo's gone. Christian McCaffrey's ligaments are Swiss cheese all the time. So I don't know, man. I don't know. If they can keep Christian McCaffrey healthy for the whole game, they could probably win it. But the Seahawks do have more pieces around their quarterback. I don't believe in Brock Purdy. I don't believe in Sam Darnold either. But this might end up being another defensive battle, which I do think the 49ers have the better defense. So who knows? This game is another toss up. They're evenly matched teams, really, in my eyes at least. Lions Packers. I got the Lions winning. The Lions gonna win this game. I I'm still not convinced on Jordan Love like that, man. I don't know what it is. I just don't think he's that great of a quarterback, man. I'm not convinced on him. But we'll see as the season goes on. I mean, he did pretty good last year. He did pretty good the year before, but just like with the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, it's time to take that next step. Same thing with him. It's time to take that next step. And until he takes that next step, I don't see the Packers doing much of anything. They'll make the playoffs for sure, but I don't know that they'll do anything in the playoffs. They'll go and then they'll lose. So I got the Lions winning this game. It is a divisional matchup, so those are always kind of like toss ups. Things get a little weird when you're playing against your division, but I think the Lions will take it out. Let's see. Texans Rams. I got the Rams winning this game. Um, I just don't believe in I don't believe in the Texans. I don't know if their offensive line is the same as it was last year. CJ Stroud is going to continue to regress. As long as he is not staying upright and he's always on his back, he's going to continue to regress. It's going to happen. Happens time and time again in the NFL. You go and get your quarterback. You don't build no offensive line around him, but you build a bunch of skill positions. But he can't get the ball to him. Why? Because he has 2 seconds to throw the ball before he gets sacked. So I think the Rams take advantage of that. Obviously, they have Jared Verse and what's that other kid's name? Brandon Fisk, that's his name, or Braden Fisk. They're a great duo together. I think that is going to turn their line into Swiss cheese. Now, mind you, Houston does have a good defensive line themselves. So, what does the Rams' offensive line look like? So, I don't know. This is going to be a battle of the lines, really. If one line fails, which I believe the Texans don't really have anything on the line, so I think they're probably going to be the one to fail. The Rams are going to win this game. Probably won't be by too much, maybe 10. Maybe 10. Ravens, Bills, another toss-up game. Two great teams. I don't know how that turns out. I just don't know how that turns out. I don't know if there's anybody in the world that can predict how this game is going to turn out. They're two of the best teams in the league, and got two of the best quarterbacks in the league, two of the best running backs in the league. I don't know, man. I just don't know how this game turns out. It'll be interesting to see how much they allow Lamar to throw the ball. Um, but I hope they get back to the basics of as long as you run Derrick Henry 20 to 25 times in a game, they win. They don't lose when they do that. I hope they go back to their formula instead of going to, okay, let's flip it to where Lamar is throwing the ball all the time and stuff like that. You guys are a running team. Run the ball. So this can be a toss-up game. You know, the Bills are the Bills. Josh Allen's just a heck of a freaking quarterback, honestly. He's making magic happen over there because they don't really have too many pieces around him, but he's making magic happen and it's working. So I don't know. That's another toss-up game. And then Vikings Bears. The Vikings are gonna blow the Bears out. The Bears are not gonna be good this year. I don't know why everybody thinks that the Bears are gonna be some crazy transformation. Caleb Williams isn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen it in the preseason, we've seen it in scrimmages, we've seen it in the practice play. Hopefully Ben Johnson can bring the best out of him, but I just do not see it happening this year. And he's already been frustrated with the team. Looks like a completely different person from when he arrived there. Definitely think the Vikings take this. But McCarthy, this will be his first game. This will be his first game. So I'm excited to see him. I think the thing that I'm most excited to see, obviously, is going to be my Jaguars. I love my Jaguars all the time. So, obviously, seeing Travis Hunter get out there, seeing the new and improved Trevor Lawrence, and seeing the team over the course of 4 quarters instead of just like a quarter or a drive or two like they were doing in preseason. I just can't wait to see how that turns out. If we lose to a team like the Panthers, we might be in trouble. I ain't gonna lie, we might be in trouble. If we lose to the freaking Panthers, we are gonna be in trouble this year. Um, yeah, I think I'm excited to see the Jags. I'm excited to see Michael Penix for the Falcons. I want to see what he can do. We saw flashes of him being a great quarterback last year, and I just want to see him with a full season, full stretch, just to see how he plays. Um, who else am I excited to see? I want to see over the course of the season what the Browns end up doing with Shador Sanders. Obviously, they need to make the right decision and just go ahead and let the man play, but I digress. Who else am I excited to see? I want to see Abdul Carter as well. I want to see this Giants defensive line. I want to see what that defensive line, how has the retooling worked? I've heard my father-in-law and all of my wife's family is from New York, and they've all been talking about the defensive line and how it's been retooled and fixed and everything else. I just want to see how it plays out, how it works for them. I did see in preseason that Abdul Carter got smacked. He got his welcome to the NFL moment. But still excited to see what he's going to end up doing with a full 4 quarters to play against a D or a offensive tackle. Don't know don't know what the Commanders did for their line, but we shall see. Also excited to see the Lions without Ben Johnson to see if they're still that creative, high flying team that scores 50 some odd points on my Jaguars. Like that was ridiculous. They didn't have any business doing that. But I just want to see if they're still that high scoring team without Ben Johnson being there, or was he the mastermind behind it, behind everything? Excited for that. Excited to see Puka Nakua. Excited to see Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen just go head to head. Just gonna be a. I think that's gonna be just a great game. That's gonna come down to maybe 1, 2 points. I just don't see this being like a blowout type of game. That's gonna be very very exciting. And I also want to see the Vikings. I want to see what's his name, McCarthy. That's his. That's a quarterback name, right? Let me see. Vikings QB. Is it JJ McCarthy? I think it is. What the heck is going on? Yeah, JJ McCarthy. I want to see what he does. Their backup is Carson Wentz. But I want to see what he does. It's been a full year of like just waiting to see what he's gonna do. I remember they had released some practice footage of him, and he looked okay. I mean, still gonna have growing pains like every quarterback does in the league. Not gonna ever judge a quarterback or any rookie based off of their first 4 years. In that 4 years, by the time you get to year four, you should be acclimated to the NFL speed, acclimated to everything, and be well on your way. But I don't really judge a draft class until after the fourth year. But um, yeah, I think I'm very excited to see how him and Jettas work together. I know Addison's suspended right now, so yeah. I don't even man. There's a couple of toss up games this weekend, but it's shaping up to be a good weekend of football. Excited to see what happens tonight. Excited to see if they can do it again. You know what I'm saying? If the Chiefs can continue to keep showing up as this team that goes to the Super Bowl. I just don't understand how it keeps happening, but I mean, it's greatness of Patrick Mahomes, I guess. But I'm excited to see the Chargers in year two with Harbaugh. excited to see all of that. It's gonna be a great weekend of football, and I hope y'all got y'all popcorn ready because it's definitely gonna be some fireworks this weekend, and I cannot wait to see my Jags play. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. But this was a short one. Just wanted to do a week one preview of everything. I will get back with you guys tomorrow and record another episode, just going over what happened in the Chargers Chiefs game. Again, like I said, the Eagles Cowboys game it was a little weird. I mean, Jalen Carter gets thrown out like what the first three plays, and now the video has come out that Dak actually spit on him first. So I don't know how the league is going to handle that. Again, divisional games, so they're always kind of close, but I just don't see the Cowboys being that good this season. The Eagles didn't look too great themselves last night either, and I don't believe AJ Brown had a target the whole night. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna end up happening with the Eagles. Some teams have a slow start. I'm not sure if that they're gonna be one of those teams, but I mean, I guess as long as they continue to keep edging out the games, they'll be fine. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season. We shall see how this works out. I think the whole NFL is just gonna get shaken up this year. I don't believe any of the teams that have been at the top tier of teams are gonna continue to stay at top tier. I think some new dogs is about to appear. Um, so we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. Thank you guys for tuning in to the pod. You guys know where to find me. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Your interaction is everything that I need every day. So let's interact with the video. Let's have a good football weekend, and I'll be in with you guys again tomorrow to go over this Chiefs Chargers game.